I'm really excited about this project. It's one of the things that I enjoy doing the most. The Amiskwaciy History Series, it's a grassroots ad hoc committee that aims to provide opportunities for Aboriginal people to positively share our stories. Stories of Amiskwaciy, Beaver Hills House, now known as Edmonton. The purpose of the series is to increase understanding of the Indigenous people in the land in the area. After the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, there were a number of talking circles that were held in the inner city. And they were held because it was felt that not everyone had an opportunity to share their experience. So we wanted to give people a forum to do that. What came out consistently was that our people and non-Indigenous people don't have an understanding of local history.
Right.
So there was a group of grassroots people that came together, and a couple of agencies, including the City of Edmonton, Edmonton Public Library, and Meaganan Housing Ventures. And we said, we can wait for organizations and government institutions to move forward after the TRC, or as grassroots people, we can just start sharing our history as told by our people. So in December 2014, the series started, and working out of Edmonton Public Libraries, we have a monthly session where we invite different local people to present stories of history from their perspective, from a unique Indigenous perspective. And I'm so happy with it. It's growing every month. We get feedback from the audience on different topics that they want to see explored, and it's just a real easy way to share wonderful stories of our people and our history.
The film festival starts this Saturday in Edmonton. Let's quickly run down some of the feature films that'll take place during this event.
You bet. Starting on Saturday the 18th from 12 to 4 p.m. at the Stanley Milner Library, we've got a number of films that explore Indigenous life prior to European contact. So we looked at having a family day. This day is a family day. So come on down, bring your kids. We've got snacks, we've got activities. We're going to be sharing 2 animated shorts. Wapoos Bay, which is a stop-motion animated family television series that follows the adventures of 4 children as they explore their remote Cree community in northern Saskatchewan. So we're going to air those. We also have some amazing elders. Elder Jerry and Joanne Saddleback are going to be giving us some family teachings. We have MJ Moses, who's going to do some teepee teachings and give families the opportunity to make their own teepee. So that day is so exciting. It's all about the family. On the 19th, again at Stanley Milner Library, downtown Edmonton, from 2 to 4, we're looking at Indigenous perspective on life at the time of European contact. So we've got some really cool films. The Other Side of the Ledger, that's a film about the Hudson Bay Company's 300th anniversary celebration and how that was not a joyful occasion for the people whose lives were tied to the trading stores. So the film shows the sharp contrast between the official celebrations with Queen Elizabeth II and what Indigenous people have to say about their lot in the company's operations. We've also got a couple of other films that day, The Ballad of Crowfoot and These Are My People. That's going to be moderated by Terry Lusty. So most people in Alberta know Terry Lusty. And so he's going to give time for people to ask questions and to discuss it. On the 20th, again at the Stanley Milner Library from 6:30 to 8:30, we're going to look at various oppressive policies and their impacts on Indigenous people in Canada. So we've got Gil Cardinal's film, Foster Child, that we're going to be screening, Powwow at Duck Lake, as well as a film called Because They Are Different. And so these short documentaries explore issues around integration into social institutions like non-Aboriginal school systems, the workforce, And we're going to be discussing them from an Indigenous perspective. So looking at, are the issues still relevant? Do we as Indigenous people have a different take than what's presented in the films? Right. That sort of thing. And we cap off this wonderful film series with an event on National Aboriginal Day from 6:30 to 8:30 at the Art Gallery of Alberta. The theme there is the artist's role in reconciliation, and we're really looking at, we looked at Louis Riel and his quote that said, "My people will sleep for 100 years, but when they awake, it will be the artists who give them their spirit back." So we have local filmmaker Cody Savard, who's going to be moderating that, and special guests Dawn Marie Marchand, as well as another art group. And so, again, we're going to be looking at a documentary that follows 4 First Nation artists: Doreen Jensen, Rena Point Bolton, Jane Ash Putra, Joanne Cardinal Schubert. And we're going to be looking at, the idea of Indigenous artists and how they can work towards reconciliation. At all of our events, there's going to be time for interaction, for questions, answers, comments, as well as, we're in an Indian country, so we're going to feed people.
Gotta have food.
Gotta have food.
And this is a free event as well.
It's absolutely free, and it's put together by an amazing group of volunteers, and it's just really exciting that we're doing this. I'm particularly interested in the final day, when we Cody Savard takes us through a film that really looks at, this film came out of a National Film Board program. In 1968, there was a Challenge for Change program within the National Film Board, and an Indian film crew was established. And it really came about as a result of, people were really getting tired of films about Indians as opposed to from Indians.
Sure.
So the film that we're showing is an Indian film crew film, and we're going to look at These Are My People. So
great.
It's exciting, yeah.
Marlene Orr joining us from Amiskwaciy History Series. Again, you can check out the full listing of events right now at cfweradio.ca and just click on the banner. That'll take you to a province-wide Aboriginal Day events for June 21st make that June 18th up until June 21st. Marlene, if people want to hear more about Amiskwaciy history, where can they go?
Well, we've got, what we've done is every history series we've filmed and shared on YouTube. So if you go to YouTube and look up Amiskwaciy History Series, that's AMISKWACIY, you'll see our series there. We've also begun showing them on Shaw Cable Television.
Okay.
I think right now, this week, they're showing our films daily. We've also got a Facebook page, so look up Amiskwaciy History Series on Facebook, and you can contact us through Amiskwaciy History Series at gmail.com or on Twitter at Amiskwaciy101.